There's no doubt that Korean skincare is some of the most innovative on the market, and today I want to share some of my current favorite Korean skincare products. Hi everyone, my name is Alex. I have tried so much Korean skincare, and I have to say my favorites fluctuate so frequently. There are so many products that I love, but I always love doing recap videos where I share some of my current favorite products. These are kind of like time capsules for me. I like looking back at this, seeing what I love, and reminding myself of what products I'm currently loving for this time of year. That's going to be very reflected in this list, and I cannot wait to get into it. Azelaic acid is the best skin treatment for me and what regulates my acne and redness so well. And my current favorite and one of the best azelaic acid serums that I have tried is from Skin 1004 with their azelaic acid 10 ampoule. This is a 10% concentration of azelaic acid, but they use gentle derivatives that mimic some similar benefits to azelaic acid, all in a soothing formula and encapsulated in a very lightweight moisturizing blend that I feel like can counteract some dryness that azelaic acid can cause if you do struggle with it from other products. This is one of the first watery serums that was super moisturizing for the face, had a great blend in it that I feel like perfectly encapsulates the best beginner or more advanced azelaic acid. It shows those great results without being too damaging or stripping to the skin, and doesn't cause any sensitivity or irritation with my skin, yet is still showing potent benefits, and I love it so much for that reason. Anti-aging is something I like to be preventative with, and found a lot of anti-aging products also support the skin barrier and deliver great ingredients to the skin, similar to cosrx's copper peptide serum. This is a product that is not terribly expensive when you consider how much it costs to make copper peptide formulas and how often they are overpriced on the market. I feel like tons of brands try to upsell their copper peptide products, and that's why I like that this is relatively affordable, super lightweight, has a water gel texture that blends in practically immediately, and takes a more lightweight approach to a maintenance anti-aging product like this. Anti-aging is something I don't see instant benefits with, but it definitely delivered a great hydration and internal finish to the skin that was really beneficial, and I enjoyed my experience with this product. It's an anti-aging formula that I feel like is very lightweight, which can be very rare for some anti-aging products. Skin 1004 is best known for their centella products, and their newest teca ampoule is one of the best high concentrated formulations that is super soothing to the skin, yet carries over that lightweight ability of the centella ampoule and adds an extra blend of soothing and calming ingredients without adding too much moisture or heaviness to the face, which I feel like perfectly encapsulates what I'm looking for in the summer when I'm dealing with a lot of sensitivity, irritation, redness, and acne. This is a super potent formula to counteract that. Though I'm not always the biggest fan of booster style products, I do really enjoy celimax's Vita A Retinal Shot Booster because of how gentle and sensitive skin friendly it was, and how I fall back on this product for being a potent, effective treatment without causing too much sensitivity or irritation to the skin. I find it's a little bit more gentle than some of my retinal treatments. I built up to 0.2% in some concentrations, but I really enjoy the formula behind this. It's super lightweight, doesn't necessarily have a crazy amount of ingredients that I notice great benefits with, but it is definitely something that's a maintenance retinal product, and it is very gentle. I like the delivery system of it. It's not something that made it really stand out to me. It's just a Korean retinal that I feel like is really impressive and worth mentioning for the great benefits. I feel like the hype is 100% justified of this product. I love when brands go for new textures to face mist, and I feel like it was really beneficial in Dr. Althea's Aquamarine Jelly Mist. This is a super lightweight, nourishing yet internally hydrating face mist that was very beneficial for my face to give a nice hydrating finish without causing too heavy of a finish to the skin. It's perfect to go in with throughout the day to rejuvenate my skin, give me a subtle slight glow to the face, face and deliver an amazing, soothing, hydrating blend that internally hydrates my skin without causing too heaviness on the outside, which I really enjoy. It's definitely a formula for people who do not want a heavy finish to a face mist, and it's been perfect for my skin this summer. At night, when I'm needing a really good, soothing, milky toner, I love Innisfree's Green Tea Ceramide Milk Toner. This is a super calming, nourishing blend in a lightweight way. Not too heavy for my skin, but definitely something I like using during the night, overnight during the warmer weather. Super nourishing for the face, calming for my acne, comforting for the skin, soothing to my dry areas, and also helping combat acne. I love it because it is a ceramide milky toner with green tea in it. So it has some balancing benefits and also some nourishing benefits. I feel like it's a very unique blend. Most green tea toners that I have seen are really lightweight. That is not the case with this. This is a super moisturizing formula, but not externally heavy. When my skin is sensitized from dealing with a lot of over exfoliation or over sun exposure, I do like to still exfoliate my skin, but in a more active-free way, which is perfectly defining of eqqualberry's swimming pool toner. This utilizes an enzyme exfoliant, very gentle and simple ingredient list that perfectly encapsulates what I need when I'm dealing with a lot of sensitivity from other products or over sun exposure. This is a super nourishing blend, calming for the skin, comforting, and also helps to get some of the top surface layer of my skin off of my face in a really gentle form, which I feel like is very beneficial in this formula. Birch juice is one of the best ingredients for my acne prone skin, and I like really lightweight ways to incorporate that into my routine so it doesn't leave too heavy of a finish, and that is perfectly defining of cosrx's oil-free moisturizer. Depending on how my skin feels, depends on how I use this product. Sometimes I like using it as a lightweight hydration step. If it's really warm out and my skin is extremely oily, I will go in with this as a final step moisturizer during the day. My personal preference is to use this as a layering step at night, deliver the benefits of birch to my face without leaving too heavy of a finish. It's defined as oil-free, and it is, in my opinion, really designed for really oily skin to use as a final step moisturizer. Super comforting though, and does help reduce acne and redness in my experience, but that is coming from someone who has loved birch juice for that reason. A super light water resistant sunscreen is Anua Zero Cast Sunscreen. This is a very easy to dry down, super lightweight American chemical based formula, which is rare. I usually do not like American chemical based sunscreens, but I like the ability to be a more lightweight water resistant sunscreen for the days I'm sweating a lot, for the days I'm at the beach. No matter what the cause is, this is perfect if you are needing a water resistant sunscreen, and super lightweight where it doesn't feel heavy like some water resistant sunscreens have in the past. That has been one of my biggest pet peeves with skincare products, and when water resistant sunscreens just feel so greasy and heavy. This took that, flipped it on its head, and created a really lightweight American chemical based sunscreen experience. When I'm looking for the perfect everyday moisturizer, I always fall back to Anua's 3 Ceramide Cream. This is a super moisturizing, comforting barrier cream that has an everyday velvet-like, skin-like finish to the face. I like it because it's not too heavy, but yet very comforting and nourishing, and just has that everyday texture that I look for in a moisturizer. Something that feels nice, comforting, not too heavy, but still delivers enough nourishment where my skin doesn't want more. It's a good, perfect final step moisturizer for the days where my skin's feeling normal or when I'm just needing a go-to day-to-day moisturizer. If you struggle with acne and redness like I have, you may find that Purito Centella Toner is a good product for you. This is a super lightweight way to deliver the calming benefits of green tea and centella to your skin. They have a scented and unscented version. I just always go for the unscented because I have experience and sensitivity to fragrance in the past. I love that Purito does offer that, but I like this toner's ability to be a super lightweight lightweight product, and it doesn't add any moisturization to the face. More a balancing product and really designed for oily skin, in my opinion. The perfect lightweight soothing step for redness and irritation, especially during warmer weather. One of the best cleansers I've found to balance my oily skin is from Round Lab with their Dokdo cleanser. This is, first of all, a great value, great blend of ingredients that I noticed worked really well to gently exfoliate the face in an active-free way and use some minerals to balance the skin. It does have a nice moisturizer to foam texture, a little bit creamy at first and kind of a whipped texture to a cleanser. I noticed it to be perfectly balanced where my oily skin doesn't feel too stripped, but it does still purify my face a little bit more when I need it during the warmer weather. Most lightweight moisturizer that I go for sometimes because I love the balancing ingredients in here is Beauty of Joseon's Red Bean Water Gel. Super lightweight formula and very watery for the face. It can be not moisturizing enough if I'm not really oily. This is just a product I reach for whenever I am extremely oily because it's one of the most lightweight watery textures that I have seen. Applying this on damp skin can provide a beautiful hydration to the face. I noticed that it is really internally nourishing product and kind of balances some of my oil production because I am promoting regular hydration. It's just another lightweight gel cream, a little bit lighter than any of the others that I've mentioned before and perfect for extremely oily skin types. It's a great balancing blend of ingredients in this product as well. One of the best simple Korean cleansing balms I've ever tried is from Beauty of Joseon. Their cleansing balm is definitely a standout from this line, and I really love its simple, essential oil-free ability to also work for my acne-prone skin and not cause any acne. It is a super simple cleansing balm, and it has a perfect texture to remove everything throughout the day, especially when it's been really warm outside. I want something that's going to nourish, leave my skin not feeling stripped, but also cleanse my skin well enough, prevents acne from coming up on my skin. It also didn't cause any acne or clog my pores, which I really enjoyed, and I feel like it's essential to find a cleansing balm like this is to me because it is so effective yet considerate of my skin. Korean sunscreen filters will always be my favorite, and my current favorite one at the moment is cosrx's ultralight sunscreen. This is super lightweight, invisible finish sunscreen that does not leave any heaviness, any lines that you've applied sunscreen. It is super matte, very skin-like. It is not drying to the face, it just gives your skin a natural look, and you can kind of control what finish you get out of it. They do use witch hazel in this, which I found to be balancing and kind of counteracted some of the heaviness that can come with some sunscreens. Even though it utilizes advanced Korean filters, there's definitely a scale of Korean sunscreens. It's more moisturizing, it's more natural, and this is definitely the furthest on the natural scale that I have tried from any Korean sunscreen. It is super lightweight and the perfect finish for the summer for at least my skin type. Daily exfoliation can be essential, but if you are wanting a more gentle way to incorporate that, you could use a cleanser as a face mask. An option for that would be cosrx's salicylic acid cleanser. Super moisturizing formula, and I feel like it is unique for that reason. It is salicylic acid based, but still has a nice cushiony moisturizing feel as you apply it onto the skin, and this, in my opinion, has the perfect texture to use as a face mask. It is so moisturizer-like. It foams up really nice. You can cleanse with it for about a minute, and then I'll usually leave it on for about 5 to 10 minutes 2 to 3 times a week just to get that deeper level of exfoliation and kind of leave it on to let it do its thing as needed, and kind of helps counteract any acne that I may go through during the summer. I know there are so many Korean skincare products I haven't tried yet, and I'm really excited to branch out and try some new ones. Let me know what your current favorites are, if they're on this list, or if they're products that I should try out in the future. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe because I post new videos every week. We'll see you all in the next review.